Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be crafting, finally. I know that I started this channel for crafting and I've done very little of that, but we're gonna get back into it. So today we are going to be taking a very basic bee of a pot and turn it into something fabulous, we hope. So I have this probably like 4 inches, maybe 3 inches tall, very basic, very pink pot. I did recently just scratch off the sticker. It's been on here for years. I don't know if you can even see that. You can see like the little fuzzies. So what we're actually going to do today is try a new trend, and that is using the baking soda in your paint to give it that texture. Seems to work well for everyone else. Who knows if it'll work for me? I do apologize if you hear cars driving by. This is the space with the best lighting, and it's hot, so I needed an open window. So let's get started. I tested out how to make a form of terracotta color, and this is the little sample that I ended up with. Do I need to do a little, oh, what is that? Oh, marker on my hand. Can you see? It's not gonna focus, is it? It's fine, it's totally fine. But you get the hint. So that's the color I tried to mix up, and in order to achieve that color, I used some red, some brown, some orange, and some yellow. So my red unfortunately has exploded. Does that happen to anyone else when you take off your, you pop your top for one of your little acrylics and it literally just bubbles up and there's nothing you can do? So like you try to push it down and then you open it up again and then the bubble is still there. It's like, who are you and why are you so eager to be here today? Because nobody called for you, sis. Nobody. So I just added in that little bit of red, a squirt of brown, a slightly smaller, maybe not smaller anymore. Why are you so goopy? I don't get you. Some orange, and a teensy weensy of yellow. We're gonna mix it. Can you guys see if I do it that way? Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to turn on my overhead camera. Give me a second. Okay. Hello from the overhead camera. How you doing? Okay, so now you can see these colors mixing. It's got a very orange hue right now, and I can only believe it's due to just how much orange was spilled into this container. Actually, that's nearly spot on, and this is even more brown, and I prefer that. Did I do a really great job on the first time around? Who am I? What? Okay, beautiful. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm just gonna let you be. My fear at this point is that I've mixed my colors perfectly and I'm about to add in this baking soda, but I'm not going to have enough paint to cover this whole thing properly. So using that fear, channeling it, I'm going to act on it. We're going to make some more. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm not really gonna measure anything, so just gonna shake. That looks good. From the many YouTube videos that I watched, basically the more baking soda you add, the more texture you'll get, which makes sense. So right now it's like a, what consistency do you call that? A soupy and unsettled pudding? I think I want to add a little bit more. quarter cup later. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, now she's thick. Oh, she's thick. Oh, she is not. Paint. What have I made? Have I just invented something new? I mean, look at that. Like, she is seriously thick. What is that? I don't know if that's bad or good. Oh, so while we are in this this space of not knowing how well this is going, oh, and rhyming, bars, I thought about calling. I mean, that might not be bad. I think it'll be okay. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Wow. Trains of thoughts. I have several. Oh no, don't try. So now we are at a nice, thick poop level, I'd like to call it, but it's a great poop. It's one of those poops that just felt really amazing to get out, and you're happy with everything that's happened, you know? No? Okay, just me. Any losers, back on track. So I'm just brushing this bee on. What do I really know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But are we gonna just keep pushing through? Absolutely yes. So while I just paint this, one of my thoughts were to call the segment of whether I know what I'm doing or I don't know what I'm doing, but regardless, just strictly my crafting videos, call them cute or crap. And it would be my little like crafting segment, and we would either determine, y'all would help me like by voting / commenting down below in the comments, saying whether or not you thought that the project turned out cute or if it turned out like crap, because I'm currently painting with the consistency of a good poop, so who knows which way this could turn out. Who knows? But on camera, like, the color is looking fire. It's definitely darker in person. So now that we've gotten to this point, I think I'm going to take my handy dandy water bottle and just give it 2 spritz and use my spoon to mix it around. This water bottle, in case you're curious, is, ooh, what bottle was that? I think it's an old soy sauce bottle that I popped the top off of, and I just had one of these spray tops from a collection of amber spray bottles that I got off of Amazon, and I'm not using one of those bottles right now, so I just have an extra top, and it stuck on quite perfectly actually, and I like it. It works. So if you ever need a spray bottle, reduce, reuse, recycle, people. And adding water to it, like, the consistency is amazing. So let's just continue. Let's see. Another good recycled goodie of mine, which is just a old coffee can. Yep, sticking my fingers right in it. Oh, perfect! Okay, so now we are at our first coat of super thickness, and I think a place in which I went wrong was adding too much baking soda to the level of paint that I had mixed up, because now she's gonna need to dry before I can do a proper second coat. and that could take days. So, because I'm impatient, we're just gonna see what happens if I try to paint over some of the spots that I think are a little too light, and see if it takes up that layer underneath it like most things do, or if it'll just work with me, because who knows. So let's try. Okay. I mean, if you be really careful, this is actually working. This is working. This is working. Comment down below if you know what show that is from. I just watched that episode this morning. It's seriously one of my favorite shows. My boyfriend doesn't get it, but that's okay. I watch it when he's not around or when he's asleep. And if he hears it in his sleep, good. Honestly, I'm having a blast. I feel like I'm experimenting. And because I made it so thick, I just tried spraying the pot to keep it moist for the areas that I'm working in so that they don't lift. And oopsies, that's way too much water. Before I speak too soon, which I obviously have, I think it's working. So if you're like me and you like thick texture, or you just messed up and added too much baking soda and don't want to add any more paint because that takes time and paint is money, then get you that water bottle, girl. Get you that reduce, reuse, recycle, and help yourself out. Self-care in the crafts, Who would have thought those two would have ever melded together? Okay. Wow. I think I just had an epiphany. So the way that this is working is like clay. I took one class in college. I was really great. But that one class, I learned a lot. And in order for clay to really work well, you need to keep it wet. And the way that this is responding, I know that the whole point of this is to make it appear as though it's a clay pot, but even in working with it, this is not paint anymore. This really is clay. And so I am just wetting it and going over the areas that are a bit more thick. I initially thought I really did. I do. Okay. Let me not take my words back. I like both the smoothness and the super texture, truly whichever option you like. But since I'm just kind of playing with it at this point, I am actually digging how much this is like working with clay, which I love. And that, just so y'all know, if you do on accident mess up like me, but we're not even gonna call it an accident, if you do what I do and you want it to be smooth, lightly spritz it with water and then just keep shaping it and smoothing it out, because she will smooth for you. She will do what you ask as long as you ask politely. Light touches, always. I'm like grazing this right now with this paintbrush. Like, there is no pressure whatsoever. I'm loving this. I love this. You want to make sure that you do a good job at making that rim match the same consistency and color and texture as the rest of the pop, because the rim will be seen. The inside might not, but the rim, she will be seen. Okay. I think that might be a wrap, yo. Wow. So much easier and faster than I thought it would be. Even though now it's at like 20 minutes, but that's okay. Still faster than I thought it was gonna be. So all I'm going to do is set this off to the side. Let's skip to day 2 and see how it looks dry. So it is day 2 now. The pot has officially dried. Right now it's looking like crap. If we keep up with our cute or craft meter, right now we are at crap. If you can see it, it's got this white cast over it, but only in certain places. I can only assume that's because of how much baking soda I used. So we live and we learn. If you add a crap ton of baking soda, yes, you will get a super thick clay-like consistency, but you will get the white residue as well. I went ahead and mixed up some more paint without any baking soda in it, and I'm just going to do a quick little coat over it and hope that the texture still shines through, but at least it won't look white. So let's paint. Okay, so now that that is given its second coat, the texture is still completely shining through. I personally really like it because there's the places that are smooth, you can see some of the brush strokes. There's some lumpier spots, there's some spots that are a little bit drippy. To me, that's just character, and if I'm literally putting my stamp on this piece of art, I'm going to call it. But I really enjoy it. Let me know in the comment down below, do you think this is crap or cute? And before we finish this whole thing, I will show you guys a finished clip where I end up repotting my pothos. I will cut to that clip right now. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to give this video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe because you don't want to miss part 2, which is where I make a freaking Batman t-shirt. Alright, see you then.